Welcome to Millionaire Real Estate and with Nathan Najib. Today, one of the most important things I think, having the year almost finished, I want to chat about the importance of goal setting, or importance of setting definite goals. And I'll also explain to you how I set my goals for the next 12 months. One of the things that one of my earlier mentors used to say, which I always talk to my nieces and nephews when I have a chat to them about what they want to achieve in life, is this story that Zig Ziglar, one of my earlier mentors, used to say about. He would talk about Howard Hill. He was a very famous archer, and Howard Hill would split the bullseye at 50 feet, and then with the second arrow, he split the first one, right? And then he would also say that, would it be possible for you to shoot better than Howard Hill? Yes, if he was blindfolded. Now, how can you hit a target you can't see? Now, even more important, how can you hit a target that you don't have? Importance of setting goals. So how I set my goals off, as you know, I've got some notes here. The strategic goal setting, what I do is I'll get away for 3 to 4 days. No devices. I'll have a couple of whiteboards and a notebook. And I'll write down what I did for the last 12 months, what I achieved. Because for the last 12 months, I'll have a goal for 2020. I'll have a goal of mine, which I'm going to have a look at, and then I'll compare, see what I've achieved, right? So I'll check the goals that I've achieved, and the things that I didn't get to, like 80%. If you achieve 80% of your goals from last year, that's good. Anything lower than that, you've underperformed. And also, that's also one of the important things that I would suggest bear in mind is don't set goals that are way above you achieving the goal, because what's going to happen, that's going to make you feel worse. But before that, what I would do is for 3 or 4 days, I'll write down what I want to achieve in the next 10 years. What I want to achieve in 5 years, what I want to achieve in 3 years, what I want to achieve in 2 years, in 1 year. And then I'll put down the 1 year goal in a business plan, as I call it, or goal planning sheet. And I'll write it down, a goal and 3 habits that will help me get there. So a goal and 3 habits to help me get there. And I'll explain that in more detail in a minute. And the goals are, there's not goals are four-dimensional, right? So if you got a family, you want to get your family on board as well. So the 4-dimensional, what I mean by that is, it's your goals, your wife's or your partner's goals, and then your kids' goals, and everybody's goals together, right? Because you want to make sure everybody in the family is excited for where you're headed, because halfway, when things are hard, when you're not achieving things, you get motivated, perhaps looking at the goals, and also you can have a conversation with your partner or your kids and say, hey, where you guys at with your goal? How can I help you get to your goal, right? And there's 6 areas of life that I write goals on. First one is financial. So one side is business, one side is family. So you got financial, you got business, you got personal development. And then family, health, and spiritual goals, right? What we will do, we will put one of our business plans below for you guys to, we put a link there for you guys to download it and use it for your own, so you can write down your own goals. And so I'll write a habit of what it will be. For example, let's say in financial, I want to make sure, I want to save, let's say I want to save 5,000 by the end of the year, okay? So what I'll done, I'll break it down. What are the habits that I want to do? I want to make sure I put 5% of each salary that I'm going to get, right? What else do I need to do? I need to cut back on eating out, perhaps, right? What else will help me get that $5,000? Well, I need to perhaps, it could be something along the lines of like maybe shop less, right? Maybe you're not gonna buy as much stuff that I do for your own thing. Because what happens, like, to get to your goals where you want to get to, there's gonna be some sacrifice you're gonna make first before you don't have to make your sacrifice down the track. So what you need to do that now, the sacrifices, so later in the future you thank yourself, right? So as I say, 6 years of life, we'll put this goal sheet up for you. Also, I would suggest you come to our training that we do next Saturday. This Saturday we're doing a prospecting blitz, as I said, with the real estate agents who are attending our training. You're more than welcome to come along as well. Register to nathan@najibari.co.nz. And also next week we'll be writing these goals together with everybody who's going to attend the training. So the 6 years of life, and the reason we've got business and family is because it's your business life affects your family life. Your family life affects your business life, vice versa. If people tell you that it doesn't, they lie about other stuff as well. It really does. You can't have a good life at home and have a good life in business, doing great in business, and having a miserable life at home. That doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. If it usually both of them affect each other, right? And then the other thing they do, the three goals, as I said, and 3 habits to get you healthy. You got to write that down, and obviously you got to do it every day. It's not just you got to write it down. And I think second week of February, the new resolution is about 75% of people stop doing it. So it's not writing the goal and then just leaving it, putting it in the drawer and seeing it next time you see it as next year. No, what I'm suggesting, how I do my goal setting. So when I go away for 3 days, 4 days, 3 to 4 days with no device to write my goals, and then I'll compile that, my 12 months goals in my 1 pager goal sheet, and then I've got that laminated. I'll put it in my in my whiteboard, big whiteboard which I have in my library, and then on the whiteboard, what I have is the goals alone, just the goals, not the habits, just the goals. So I see that every night when I'm doing my journals, right? So I see those goals, and this thing called reticular activator system. When you've got when you've got a goal and you know where you're headed, usually the reticular activator system is activated, and you see opportunities after opportunities everywhere, okay? And it's kind of similar to, if you ever thought about buying a Mercedes or buying a Toyota, let's say, right? If you ever thought about buying a Toyota, what Toyota can you give me? Toyota Camry, let's say, right? So a Toyota, what did you say?
Camry.
Okay, Toyota Camry, right? Toyota Camry, you're looking at buying Toyota Camry. What happens is, everywhere you go, you see Toyota Camry everywhere, right? What happens is, it's not that Toyota Camrys were there, but your reticular activator system switched on, and now you see it everywhere, right? Hence, I'm saying writing goals, writing it a 1-page business goal page, right? And as I said, you'll be able to download that. So you write that, get a whiteboard, and write down the goals itself, because the habits going to be also in the 1-pager, because we got goals and then we got habits in our 1-pager. And then you will have obviously looking at your yearly goal, and then 2-year goal, 3-year goal, 4-5-year goal, and 10-year goals, right? And our company goals here, we've got a company goals here. I see it every day. It kind of reminds me where we hit it. You can give them a we sneak peek of our BHAG. We wanna, what is our goals? Thanks, Shaq. I appreciate you. And so it's important, because having you can either just turn up and do things that you like every day, and just things will fall in place, and they probably don't, but things will happen as they happen. Or you can draw a map to get there. It's kind of similar, like goal is kind of what I compare it with. Is if somebody says, I want to get to some place, and they haven't got a map, right? So yeah, you probably, it's going to be hard to get there, right? So when you're setting a goal, now you know where you hit it, and then the habits is gonna be the GPS that's gonna help you get there, right? So it's not just the goals. Yes, it's a good start to have the goals, but then having the goals with GPS, with the habits that you need to implement to help you get there, and then reminding yourself daily, weekly, monthly, almost every day, not almost every day, to be able to help you get to your goal. Once again, I hope that's been of help to you, and I'll catch up with you guys next Saturday here at the office between 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. We'll be talking through exactly how to write your goals, how to set that GPS to help you get to where you are. So in 12 months time, you look back, you're like, that was a good year, right? Or if you haven't set a goals, 2022 will be similar to 2023, 2023 will be similar to 2024, and it's going to be having the same life over and over and over again, and that's, I think, it's a waste of life. Set goals, different goals, of course, and I hope it's been of service, of help to you. All the best, and salute. See you guys next week.